What is up, everyone? For the first lesson, I figured we'd go all in. Well, not really. So this isn't very much an advanced arpeggio lesson, but for the sake of category, finding the video, we'll just name it that. This is a part of a larger study that I plan on releasing and making available later on. There's going to be a lot of content that goes into it, a lot of different insight, and I'll try and include the philosophical approach or insight that led me to some of these approaches. Shouldn't have used that right. Anyways, so let's get into this first lesson. We're going to take a very popular shape, and this is what the study is based on, is this one simple shape that everyone knows and loves. So we're just going to start on the 13th fret. Make it easy. Figure 8. Everyone knows that shape. Everyone knows how to play it. You practice it a lot, and that's why it's so great to explore it more. I know there's a desire and an innate feeling to explore more once you conquer something. Once you feel like you've conquered something, you want to go on to the next thing. But there's a lot of times where I feel like we're robbing ourselves of exploring and getting more value and depth and meaning out of something that's right before us. You know, it's 2 feet from gold, basically. Why don't you practice and work on the things that you know instead of trying to learn more stuff and constantly being in a shallow pool of knowledge? Work on expanding your pool of knowledge on what you have, your depth and grasp on what you know. My cat is trying to play with my guitar cable at the worst time. All right, so expanding on a shape that we're all familiar with, we're going to approach it with the objective of getting 8 notes, a grouping of 8 notes out of that arpeggio, which isn't hard to do because it already has a lot of notes. But that's not really a clean 8. That's not the clean 8 that I want. And we're trying to approach it differently, as well as getting utility out of it. So to approach it differently, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use an open note instead of, and we're going to start it backwards. We're going to start it backwards. We're not going to start it down there. We're going to start it up here. Right? But we're not going to use that note because that gets that's a familiarity. Right there, whenever you use that, people are able to identify what arpeggio that is. And if you can remove just 1 or 2 points or 1 or 2 notes, then you can really scramble people's mind when they're listening to something. So that's when we get into figure B, which is going to be 17. So the first grouping is 4 notes. And that shape in itself is very valuable and useful and accessible because you're always able to pull out 4 notes, a grouping of 4 notes right here. And kind of first grade math would be, okay, anytime there's a note, but then if you want to develop that idea further, anytime you tap a note, you got 4 notes. So there's groupings, 4-note groupings are accessible in more places than a lot of us tend to pull from. I feel like, I don't know, maybe I'm just speaking for myself. Because I just figured out a lot of this stuff for myself, and that's what compelled me to share this, is like, man, I'm coming across some things and connecting the dots for myself, and I'd like to share this with others just in case it helps anyone else. But I know there's a lot of people who are more serious about their craft that have already looked into videos. Oh, wow, I realized the box is covering my face. There's a lot of people who are already, more serious about their craft that are really hands-on and getting deep into more expansive videos than just something. I don't think I'm doing anything groundbreaking here, but I just wanted to share this information with anybody who might get some use out of it. Anyways, so that first grouping of 4, and then the last grouping of 4. That's a very, you do this stuff already. We do all this stuff already, but put it together. Stop trying to look for the next best thing. Put all the techniques that you already know together and you'll be able to do something cool. Right? You'll be able to come up with different stuff that you didn't think about before. That's how I feel. I was like, wow, I didn't think about doing that, but it's been right there all along. Why didn't I do that sooner? So I just wanted to share this with everybody. If you found it useful, I'm not giving you any kind of musical application of it. You can come up with a musical application on your own. I'm sure you will. But this insight and this approach can be taken and applied with different arpeggio shapes across the board, so that you can get different groupings of 8, what have you. There's another riff I'll play, or I'll link it as for an outro. I'll actually link that riff in a musical application in the outro. So thank you so much for watching. If you watched the whole way through, I'll try and upload a little bit more consistently. I know that the tablature, the diagram looks pretty crappy, but low production makes me able to crank out stuff faster. So yeah, I'm just kidding. Anyways, thanks for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe. Share this with anyone if you thought it was useful, and leave a comment below. Hope to see you all more often. Peace.